Yes, welcome to Kenya USA Time TV. Today is a Sunday and I'm going to talk about attending church in the US. So a question may come like this. Is it possible for a person who was a Christian back at home, maybe in Kenya, to maintain the same faith while here in the US? I'll try to answer that question, and I will also give my perspective about Christianity here in the US and my experience about the same. First and foremost, I'm a DV 2023 Diversity Visa Lottery beneficiary, and that's how I came to the US. I came to the US towards the tail end of 2022. So, welcome. At least mweza kunijua. So, first and foremost, Christianity here is fast diminishing. Not many people are attending churches. So, you will find that when you attend a church, you are likely to find so many empty seats. Not many people are attending churches, especially the white people are no longer zealous about the faith. I know the same people came to Africa as missionaries and brought Christianity to us, but most of them have backslided. Yes, even those who are still, okay, not only the whites, even the blacks, even those who are still attending churches, they have a weird lifestyle. For example, you may find somebody at the end of the service, that a person goes outside and then he or she smokes, anafuta sigara hapo nje, na labda hata anaweza rudi ndani ya kanisa. So it's common to find such strange behaviors. You may also find somebody preaching, and maybe yesterday that very person was so drunk with alcohol. Yes, personally I've attended an event whereby tulikuwa tunakula nyama choma. We were eating nyama choma. And then I saw a pastor drinking alcohol. Yes, a pastor was drinking alcohol. And they will sanitize this alcohol. Our Haiti alcohol, they call it wine. But to me, that's nonsense. Because the definition of alcohol is that anything that intoxicates. So even that wine, if you drink, utalewa. So for somebody who is so naive, he may believe that, okay, this is wine, this is not alcohol. But you are deluded. There are different types of wines. Na kuna different levels of alcohol content. So all of them are wine, but kuna different contents, level of alcohol content. Okay, I know some may not have high alcohol content, but still they are the same. Yote ni pombe. I have nothing in particular about with alcohol, because I know it doesn't mean that when you drink alcohol, you are the greatest sinner of all. No, I've seen some old people, those who are ailing, having some ailments, drinking alcohol for the sake of their health. I think that is permissible. Yes, some people do that. Especially the rich people, those who have health issues. Some will drink wine or alcohol. And to me, I think that's okay. But, you know, for most people, some people will drink it for pleasure. I think which is wrong. And it's wrong because most of the time when you drink alcohol, it will impair your judgment. And you are likely to sin. So I think that's why in most African churches back at home, you will not find somebody at a pastor and then anakunywa hiyo pombe. Some call it wine. Okay, there are some cases of some priests. I don't want to mention the church. Some priests I've heard stories of priests drinking your alcohol. They call it wine. Call it wine, whatever you like to call it. Alafu wanalewa. But it's not common. It's not common in Africa to mix alcoholism with Christianity. And once again, I'm saying that I'm not demonizing those who are drinking alcohol. They have their own right. But I'm just trying to draw the parallels between Christianity back at home and here in the US. So ya kwanza, kukunywa pombe hata kama unaenda church. And then secondly, smoking of cigarettes, even though you are attending church. It's common here. Then thirdly, people are no longer attending churches. Very few people. You will find several empty seats when you attend church. So people are no longer serious about anything God's. That is something shocking. I found it that people are turning out to be agnostic. You'll find your dictionary and find that an agnostic is a person who was formerly a believer but still believes but no longer delights himself or herself with anything Christianity. That's agnostic. It's different from atheist. Atheist are a believer at among, but agnostic still has that belief, but is fast diminishing. Ana msisimuko. That is what is happening here in the US. So it's very easy for a person who was not a strong Christian to get lost here in the US. Here it's like Babylon. So if you are not strong back at home, I don't think you will improve here. So if you are coming to the US and then maybe you are thinking that, okay, nikienda US naenda kuokoka, kuwa baptist. No. Just make sure that you make peace with God while back at home in Africa, get baptized, accept Christianity. Then when you come here, note that not so many people are still practicing your faith. So you will not go on, even while walking, you will not impose your faith on others. It's not allowed here. First and foremost, in public schools here, they don't teach religious education. Hakuna mambo ya siari. That's the difference between here and back at home. So unaona ni tofauti. And then again, what is it? Okay. As for the, there is something I wanted to talk. As for finding the right, okay, mambo ya, yes, this is getting in. If you are, I know back at home, we are so much into denominations, which I believe denomination will not even take you to heaven. That's my opinion. Don't judge me for that. And when you come to the US, hiyo mambo ya denomination sinaishia airport. Uweze kuja kusema ati, oh, I was a Catholic, lazima niweze kuattend. Okay, you can choose to attend your deni, but in most cases, many people who come from Africa may not find their denominations here. For example, labda wewe ulikuwa mtu wa AIC. You will not expect to find it here. But you may attend a church like Baptist, or maybe First Methodist Church, kuna inaitwa First Christian Church, and so forth. Or Lutheran, and so forth. You may not find your denomination here. So, I think I like this because personally I don't like the idea of being put in the denomination cocoon. It's not good. Denomination will not take you to heaven. Ati mimi this and this church, ati kanisa yetu peke yetu inaenda mbinguni. I don't think that's correct. So, it is very important when you come here, as the Bible says, you worship God in spirit and in truth, or in truth and in spirit. I hope it says that. Yeah, it says that. So, if you are a strong Christian, you are likely to survive. But if you are a weak Christian here in the US, you are likely to get lost unless you change your ways or God intervenes. That's about Christianity in the US. I know some people are thinking that, okay, labda Christianity iko strong hapa. No, hawa watu walitutumia missionaries. That is the opposite here. People are practicing abominations. Utasikia a man saying, okay, here is my husband. Na ukiangalia mwenye anasema my husband is a fellow man. It's so amazing. I've been into a situation whereby, okay, I normally deal with finances and then the pay issues. Then one day somebody came to my office and said, okay, please help me with this and this. But my husband is coming. No, my husband is in tech school. My husband is coming. Then I was so shocked because the person who is saying my husband is a man. It's so interesting. And it's amazing that these same people are attending churches. So don't be surprised when you come here in the US, uweze kupata hawa watu wa sisi na sisi wakikaa karibu na wewe kwa kanisa. That is another point. People are no longer believing what is written in the Bible. So, for a person who is not a Christian, maybe, yes, it's very easy for that person to get lost. And yes, to get lost here in the US because everything is permissive. If it's alcohol, you can easily get alcohol. You can easily get drugs. You can easily get this and this. And then Christian family setup. I know back at home, it's really hard to find cases of divorce. Maybe it's 1 digit, but here it's double digit. Divorce rate here in the US, even among the Christians, is way high. So this country may be, okay, is a good place to live, to get money, but social life, yeah, there is an issue. Most people are poor with social life. Social life is not strong here. And people cannot tolerate one another. Hata kama ni wa Kristo. So, when you come here as a Christian, don't be surprised to find that people are divorcing day in, day out. Even those who are professing to be Christians. So, and that's why I encourage it. Okay, I'm not discriminating, but if it's possible, or mtu wa nyumbani, marry somebody from back at home. At least you will be able to understand that person. Sio watu wa hapa. Yes, because these ones from here will leave you. They will divorce you. And you will pay, especially if you are a man, child support, which is a big issue here. You will suffer. So be careful. If you want to marry, go back home and marry. Yes, that is if you come here as a single person. And then, another point about Christianity here is that, okay, there are some beliefs which are mixed with paganism. For example, the issue of Halloween. Back at home, we don't practice such nonsense. And by the way, Halloween is a pagan ceremony. It's not founded on Christianity. But people here, even those who are in churches, utasikia ukiwa on a Sunday service, oh, next week we shall be celebrating Halloween. So don't be surprised. And if they are practicing, it doesn't mean that you have to believe or you have to practice them. No. When you come here, maintain your faith in God. So mambo ya Halloween iko strong hapa. Then there is also another incident. This is an experience I got recently. There is a church I attended. And then kwa time ya announcement. Yes, they were announcing something. And then mwenye alikuwa na announce, the announcer said something to this effect. Okay, next week, the Masonic Lodge has invited us for a fundraising. And he asked that, okay, sijui kama bado kuna tickets, yeah? And then somebody said, no, tickets are all finished, are all exhausted. So I was surprised. For those who don't know, Masonic Lodge is the Freemason temple. Here, it's not a big deal. Even those who are in the church are attending or are members of Masonic Lodge. So I was surprised. You see, mtu anaongea mambo ya ati kuattend fundraise ya Masonic Lodge. Na watu wanakimbilia mpaka hata tickets sinaisha. Here it's a common thing. I know back at home, mtu akisema ako Freemason, watu wako surprised. And by the way, personally, I know history. I know some people may say, okay, they are not bad. As an historian who knows things, hidden things, those people are practicing, most of their things are not Christian. Those secret societies, they are anti-Christian. So don't be wise. I will say, okay, we are wrong. We should be members of this. No. Most of them, their beliefs, wise or secret societies, are not Christian wise. Yes. So be careful. Usisema, okay, wacha niingie, I want to be rich. There is nothing to be rich there. You lose your soul. So, hiyo ni kitu niliweza kupata hapa. Masonic na Christianity iko intertwined here. And they don't feel ashamed about it. Especially the Muzungu. I know for those who are in East Africa, you'll understand when I say Muzungu, white person. So be careful. You can still maintain your faith. And then, today I was talking about Christianity. How about maybe something like Islamic faith? I have friends who are Muslims, and they are also saying the same thing. People are no longer serious with their religion. Yeah, okay. Even I've seen some Muslims here. Whatever they are doing, you won't believe. I was asking, there is somebody I was asking, okay, if you are in your country, will you be doing this, whatever you're doing now? Then he told me, no, I will be stoned. So you see, people are not even practicing. It's not about Christianity only, even about the Islamic faith, for those who believe. But today, because I'm a Christian, I was highlighting Christian faith. Maybe next time I may invite a Muslim to speak about the same. I know I have subscribers who are Muslims, so I respect you, and if I get somebody who is able to elaborate on this, I will invite that person. So, my answer now, is it possible to maintain your Christian faith while in the US? My answer is yes. I'm a testimony of that fact. Yes, I have been able to maintain my Christian faith. And the real trick is, if you have a family, you should be able to have a daily devotion. Read Bible daily. I normally do that. Read Bible daily. Pray together with your family. So Christianity starts at home. It should not be the idea of that when it reaches Sunday, you just pretend that you are going to church. No. Pray daily. There is also another issue. Some people are not even attending churches because of the nature of their work. Maybe some people are working, maybe hospitals, some other kinds of job, whereby, okay, every pill here is accountable. Dollar, kila mahali. You pills everywhere. So some people may not even have time to go to church. Instead, they go to work so that they may be able to pay their bills. And you won't blame them. So, if you are a person, okay, if you're a person who normally prays, do devotion daily, it will help you because maybe you not have time to go to church. So daily devotion as a Christian is very important. And that's why I was saying that when you arrive here in the US, the issue of denomination inaisha. It will not even help you. And it has never helped anybody. This church is going, nothing like that. It's you and God. So, nature of work. Watu wengine hawawezi kuattend church. If you want the job that will not affect your church attendance, I will give you an example. One example is joining the military. One thing about the military is that even while you are in basic training, they respect the days of worship. If you are going to church on Sunday, they allow you. They facilitate that. If you are going on Saturday, they do facilitate that. If you are a Muslim, they do allow you to go on Friday. And then again, when you are posted to your first duty station, weekends we don't work. So as a person, I have not been affected in any way by my job. I attend church. Saturday and Sunday, I'm not working. So if I want to go to church on Saturday, I go. If I want to go to church on Sunday, I go. Yes. So if you want a job that will not affect your day of worship, think about the military. Yes, you have all that freedom, and it doesn't pay much, but when you do the awesome calculation, allowances, entitlements, it's enough to sustain you, and you will enjoy, because if you want to study, they give you free education, tuition, whatever. So it's the military which will allow you to worship on the day you want. Think about that. You just work for 5 days, then ukona weekends hizo mbili, you can attend your church. And for the military, I know some people are saying, okay, you may attend, unaweza pelekwa vitani. It depends on what you choose. Yes. It depends on what you choose. If you choose, for example, hiyo section ya maybe security force, maybe what utapelekwa huko. But if you choose supporting jobs like yenye tunafanya, maybe finance or medic, even if you go to deployment, you will do your job. So you are not on the front line. And then again, the branch you choose. Some branches, for example, have so many deployments. Yes. So think about it. Christianity can still be maintained. And because the missionaries, when you letter mission, the religion, Christianity are no longer believers, it doesn't mean that we have to leave the faith. We must be strong in faith. So God bless you so much as you think about this. Christianity back at home equals strong. So don't take it for granted. God bless you so much. And I pray that many people will be selected for DV 2025. Thank you so much.